Alright, what's happening, everybody? It's time for another Subaru update. Today is, what, January 21st? Yeah, January 21st, 2018. I'm here with my buddy Tanner. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. So, we're doing a Subaru update on the silver car. Because a lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff has changed, and a lot of stuff is going to change. First things first, since you've last seen this car, I can't remember what the last update was, so I'll just go from, like, the biggest thing up till now. First thing, got a new turbo because the old turbo, the oil seals were crap. Starting to burn oil, starting to go out, so I replaced them. So it's got a new factory TD04. I wanted to go bigger, but that's, requires fuel system and a lot more money. And, I didn't want to put that into it at the time. Didn't have the money to put that into it at the time. Pardon my shaky filming. I don't know why I'm shaky. After that, it got a catless downpipe, went Cobb Stage 2, had fun with that. Put a new differential in the back because the factory diff, the bearings were starting to go out. It was too much of a pain to rebuild, so I just got a factory one. Surprisingly, out of a 2015 WRX that bolted right up, is in the car right now and is the same gear ratio, which is insane that 10 years later, it's the same part. Got that, drilled and slotted rotors, blah, 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 LED lights, the whole 9 yards. After that, I got a set of coilovers and installed them on the car, but they're not on the car right now. I got a set of Raceland Primo coilovers. They're actually really good for the money. I don't really care what anyone says about Raceland. If you're not tracking the car, if it's just a daily and you just like to have fun with it every now and again, they're good for the money. Just getting one of the upper level ones. But here's the reason I took them off the car and put the stock downpipe on it, took the Cobb off, and converted it back to stock. This car is going away. This car is getting sold soon. I actually just got done converting it to stock yesterday, and it's going away. It's going to get sold because I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. I've had my fill, and it just seems like every month I'm replacing some major mechanical part, fixing things, not modifying. I want to be modifying, not fixing, so the question comes up with, what am I going to replace this with? I've looked at a lot of cars, and I thought, well, maybe I want something rear-wheel drive. Maybe I want something American V8. I don't know. And, I just was like, well, I like Japanese cars. I like how they handle. I like how simple they are to work on. And honestly, I do love Subarus, but this one has proved to be a real pain in my side. So, at the end of the day, I made the decision to buy another 2005 WRX. But this one is a manual. So it's a lot better. Yes, I know. I have two Subaru WRXs. Let me back way up here so I can get them both in frame. Here we go. Look at that. These are both my cars. But more about the black one now. See, this one, where this one has 187,000 miles and is an automatic, this one has 123,000 miles and is a 5-speed manual. Now this one, again, when I got it, beautifully bone stock. So both of these cars, when I got them, were bone stock. So, I got my dirty dick beaters on it and molested them. This one is just now starting to get molested. Just put the Supertones on this car, which actually look really good against the black. All my LED bulbs are swapped over into this car. The access port is on it with a Stage 1 tune. It's got a set of Sparco mud flaps already. And the one thing I like that I saw on Instagram that another guy had was this HIC roof wing. I really like the way that looks because it follows the curvature of the factory wing. But, yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm tired of, the Subaru WRX unreliability. Tired of this one being unreliable, so what did I do? I went and bought another one. So, yeah, I own two WRXs right now. So, hopefully I can get this one sold so that I can really focus on this one. Because this one is, like, way better shape than this one.
Anyone want to buy the silver one?
Yeah, actually, by the time this video goes up, the silver one is for sale. I'll put a link in the description to the Craigslist ad if you do want to buy it. Here's the thing, though. Serious offers only. I'm going to list it for $7,200 firm. I'm not taking much less than that. So, don't lowball me with, like, $4,000, because it ain't going to happen, bud. You're not going to get this car that cheap. This car, yes, it's high miles and it's automatic, but I can vouch for, and my buddy Tanner can vouch for, this car is in tip-top mechanical shape. The engine runs strong, does not burn hardly any oil. Yeah, it uses a little bit of oil, but what Subaru doesn't. It uses like half a quart every 2,000 miles. That's normal. The motor, I put a catch can on the motor, Nothing coming through the PCV system except condensation, which is normal. This car runs strong, still boosts strong with the new turbo, new differential. It's got new tires that have less than probably 1,500 miles on them. So, I mean, the car's in great shape. I've maintained it to the best of my ability. The oil's always been changed with a Rotella T6 540 and a Purelator gold filter. So, it's always been maintained well. I've always taken good care of it. You know, because it was my daily driver and it's my baby. I loved it. I really, really did love it. And I still kind of do. But I'm tired of fixing it and I'm ready to put my focus onto this one. I'm ready for the new car. And I've been driving this one for, a little over a week now, I think. And it's my first manual transmission vehicle. And I absolutely love it. This one, see, even though these are the same car, I would say they serve different purposes. The automatic is like the ultimate daily driver because you have the turbo noises, you have the good sounding exhaust, yet you have the automatic. So, you know, you're not constantly pushing in a clutch if you're in traffic. You're not wearing your leg out. You're not creeping forward, burning out a clutch. And, you know, when you need to pass someone, you just put your foot down a little more, it downshifts, and you pass. This one, on the other hand, is more of the performance-oriented driving car. This one is more for fun. I've already done donuts in the snow that we just had, so it's a hell of a lot of fun. Again, I'd say this one is the perfect daily. I've dailied it since March of 2015, and it's made 2 trips to Atlanta, multiple long-distance trips. I think 1 or 2 trips to Knoxville. And if you know where I'm at, you know, it's about a 2-hour drive and blah, blah, blah. Not really driven it far. Furthest I've driven it is probably 6 hours, but it does a really good job on the highway. And this one does too, but I can understand why they offered a 6-speed in the STIs, because you get up on the interstate at about 75, you're turning 3,000 RPM. This one, you're at about 2,700 RPM. So this one sits a little higher in the rev range, and I can understand why they offered a 6-speed, because you kind of need it on the highway, but it's geared aggressively for acceleration, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's the update. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Getting rid of the silver automatic, and I got a black manual. So this one will be going away, but a lot of things are to come with this one. I got some big things in the works, big surprises. Don't sleep on this. I mean, you're going to see some big things. This car will look radically different in a matter of 2 months probably. It will look radically different. So stay tuned, folks. Thanks for watching. See you later.